Minnesota has so many beautiful panoramas. One of the panoramas I most love is in what I call deep summer. Some people call it early fall, but I put off fall as long as I can. Just driving in the countryside when the crops are just ready to be harvested on a beautiful day, and the horizon line of trees is such a peaceful and beautiful and glowing experience that makes deep summer last in my heart and in my mind into deep winter. From the time I was a little girl, I've always had music in my head. I have very sensitive ears, so I hear everything. And I think that all of music actually is already in the air. I use certain kinds of harmonies and pitches and what have you that I pull out of the air around me. Composing, in my definition, is to make an order of sound in time and space in order to communicate what it's like to be alive. I've been composing for 55 years. I just can't stop. There's so many things in the world that just translate into music for me. I'm never without many, many, many ideas of things that I want to say through music. So I still the naughty kid in school who won't be quiet. I have developed over 600 works so far. It's very gratifying that my work has been performed by Minnesota Orchestra, the Washington National Symphony, Minnesota Opera, and at the Library of Congress. Of course, I write opera, and I write orchestral pieces, and I write art songs. And I write, string quartets or solo viola or solo saxophone. In fact, I've written a solo piece for every instrument. An exciting thing has happened recently in that I've been awarded the McKnight Distinguished Artist Award for 2016. The concert is music that I've composed throughout my career, so it spans from the early 1970s to 2009. My mentor of over 40 years, Vern Sutton, will be singing the first song I ever composed for him.
Oh, do you not see?
Today, she is one of America's most performed living composers. Libby was the very first female composer in residence with a major orchestra. As a co-founder of the American Composers Forum, she helped make Minnesota a national center for composing artists in culturally relevant new music. Libby, I congratulate you and I thank you for all you've done to make Minnesota an even more vibrant place for all of us to call home.
I've made the decision many times to live in Minnesota. Been many temptations to move, of course, to New York or Los Angeles. I choose to stay here. One reason is that I have a lot of family here, and that's very important to me. But I'll tell you the real reason. Minnesotans love idea in ways that I don't find in many other parts of the country. Here in Minnesota, if someone has an idea, generally we will say, great, and then we'll try it until it doesn't work. And because of that, it's easy to believe in your own ideas. Right now, I'm in the rehearsal process for a piece called The Children's Orchard, which is a piece being prepared and performed by Vocal Essence, conducted by Philip Brunel.
Let's first, tonight, we're going to do Libby's two pieces. Let's do The Children's Orchard. Come up here a minute, Libby. You know, everybody, if they don't know you, they now do. All right,
Hello,
that's
everybody.
it. Right, yeah.
When I hear my work performed, I run through a myriad of emotions. Usually, when I hear it performed for the first time, I would rather be anywhere else. So if somebody 10 rows back and to the right is shuffling their foot, you know, I hear it as the whole audience walking out. I think also, I tell you harvest, that's a declamatory. You know, so I tell you harvest. You know,
But harvest is softer.
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll do I tell you harvest.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the full sun, in the fruitful season, in the full sun, in the fruitful season, in the full sun, in the fruitful.
If I hear a work a number of times, I am usually thrilled with the performance, with what's actually happened to the music after I wrote it down on the page, because it's not mine anymore. You know, it's somebody else's at that point in time, and that's a good feeling.
Echoing purple, purple, echoing in the silver bucket.
There's another thing about Minnesota. Your head cannot get big. We Minnesotans have a way of being totally underwhelmed at the accomplishment of anybody.
I tell you,
Hello, dear, I just won a Grammy. Oh, that's great. Could you pick up some milk on the way home?
Thank you.